2025. Why it sucked and why it didn't. A gaming retrospective. Today on Fixxzz Double X, we're taking a look back at 2025, a very turbulent year. A year filled with cultural and political scandals that would have turned the world on its head just 10 years ago. But here on Fixxzz Double X, we focus on gaming, and mostly indie gaming. With this retrospective, we're going to break down the biggest events in gaming and give you our take on where the industry is headed next. Gaming in 2025 took a turn that a lot of us saw coming. Indie titles like Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, and Arc Raiders stunned the so-called AAA titans. These games didn't just compete, they dominated. Stellar Blade finally came to PC and immediately outperformed every PlayStation 5 port that came before it. 2025 was the year indie games stepped out of the shadows. And it wasn't just those two. Games like Schedule 1 and Escape from Duckove sold millions of copies. Artificial intelligence also made a huge splash in gaming, drawing the ire of some and the excitement of others. Regardless of how you feel about AI, when it comes to gaming, it's here to stay. At the same time, more developers entered the indie space in 2025, largely due to massive layoffs across AAA studios. Path of Exile 2, still in early access, took Diablo 4 behind the woodshed. But 2025 wasn't just about new releases. A game from 2013 continues to shine above its competitors, still pulling over 100,000 concurrent players at peak times. Warframe outlasted nearly all of its AAA competition and still rules the MMO shooter genre in 2025. You honestly can't make this stuff up. 2025 was a roller coaster for gaming. Warframe's biggest competitor was Destiny 2, but after the Sony acquisition, a series of bad decisions have all but decimated Bungie. We could talk about Destiny and Bungie all day, but this isn't a downfall of Bungie video. We saw the Switch 2 launch with strong sales out of the gate, but as the year went on, gamers grew tired of price gouging and corporate greed. $80 games, $100 remasters, and we haven't even talked about the other two console giants. Sony, for now, is the king of an ever-shrinking kingdom. Its Western releases are packed with remasters that most gamers no longer care about. Sony's sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei, underwhelmed. And 2025 proves something else. Gamers don't care about award shows. You can hype a game all you want, but if it delivers the same cut-and-paste story as Assassin's Creed Shadows, and it doesn't resonate with fans, it won't sell. The VGA Awards came and went like a fart in the wind. 2025 was the year AAA gaming doubled down on things nobody asked for. Instead of one girl boss samurai game, we got two. And in 2025, the girl boss trend didn't just die in gaming, it died in film as well. Which brings us to last, and probably least, Microsoft's Xbox. Xbox has been in decline since the Xbox One generation, so it was no surprise that in 2025 Microsoft all but admitted it's going third-party. The once invincible giant is now in the process of porting its games to competing platforms. We also got disappointing news about next-gen hardware. Grand Theft Auto 6 was delayed. The next Xbox won't really be an Xbox at all, just a small form-factor pre-built PC. And if history tells us anything, the PlayStation 6 is going to be expensive. With the PS5 Pro priced at $750, it's very unlikely the officially confirmed PS6 will cost less. 2025 was also the year older console hardware went up in price, but as Master Yoda once said, no, there is another. And that other was the announced Steam Cube. Valve has seen massive success with the Steam Deck, and now they're aiming for the living room, with hardware squarely targeting the big three console manufacturers. Only time will tell if Valve succeeds in the console space, but 2025 was a year of revelation for gaming. We even got a hot Lara Croft announcement. So will 2026 be another breakout year for indie games? Will Grand Theft Auto 6 repeat the mistakes of other AAA sequels? With everything happening in gaming, one thing is certain. 2026 is going to be an explosive year. And that's it for Fixxzz Double X, the pulse of the indie gaming scene.